I'm here with John, the Scarecrow Hughes, fighting out at Disciple MMA. How you doing, man?
Good, feeling great. Training camp's great. Got a great bunch of monsters getting me ready for all my fights coming up. This season's looking good. I can't wait.
Right on. You're not too far away from your first fight coming up May 31st at Draka in Richmond. You're fighting a guy from Russia who's fought under Draka rules before. And what are your thoughts on that fight and Draka rules in general and everything concerning that, man?
Draka rules, I've never really done it before. It's a new thing. I figured, why not? I heard there's a bunch of new things with MMA coming up. They were talking about tag teams. I think I'm going to stay away from that one. But Draka rules, 3 3-minute rounds. It's a good way to get my bearings back. Nothing too crazy. I'm not going to take it lightly. It's a Russian guy. He's 2-0 as an MMA fighter or Draka fighter, however you want to say it. But either way, he's 2-0. He's won both of his fights. Good sambo. From what I hear, he's got good kicks on a stand-up Taekwondo guy. So I look forward to standing and banging with him and keeping it standing. See where it goes.
But man, then after that, you've got a fight July 12th in Richmond, Virginia, for the Victorium against Brett Glass. A lot of people are talking about that fight. I think it's going to be a really good one, man. What are your thoughts on him as an opponent? That fight, man.
He's a good guy. From what I see, he throws hard. He throws a lot. Throws hard. He's strong. I look forward. It's going to be a good fight. Both of us kind of cancel each other out. Ground game, strength-wise. I think my stand-up's kind of tighter, but he throws a lot harder. So it's going to be interesting to see how both our games match up together, especially since we're both local guys, and everybody's looking forward to it. As a matter of fact, I think we would have been the main event had Dustin not been on this card. But I'll take it. Whatever. Dustin can have it. It's cool.
Right on, man. Well, speaking of him, you train with Dustin Paig and a bunch of other really talented guys here at Disciple. How long have you been here, man?
I've been here since the beginning. We've been in this particular area, this Disciple, for, I want to say 3 years, but before that we were at Mace Training, and I was there 2 years before that. Cruz Scott Howard's been my coach for, I want to say, since the beginning, 5-6 years. But slowly but surely we've grown. We started out when we came here with like 3 pro fighters, me, Neil Johnson, and Dustin Paig, and ever since, now we have Cisco, Pope, myself, Good to Go, Dustin, Rick Humphreys. We just continue to grow as a team and get better and better. Iron sharpens iron.
Right on. I was here earlier, man. There seems to be like a pretty good vibe here, man. Guys are training, having fun, man. You think there's a pretty good dynamic here. People aren't coming in angry, trying to kill each other all the time.
Not all the time. We do clip each other from time to time, and people tend to get pissed off, but we all check our egos at the door, and we know when we get clipped, it's our mistake. We shouldn't have got clipped in the first place, and that's why we got all these guys around us. When we standing in the cage, we got 2 guys going, and all 7 other guys are coaching each other, saying, hey, man, you got to work this on the ground, or after the round, we'd be like, hey, I saw this, need you to work on this and do this better. And each time, we just get better and better. Probably in a year here, nobody's going to be able to stop us, and we're going to have more fighters than we can deal with.
Right on. You've been fighting for a little bit, man. What are your thoughts on the fact that finally the Virginia MMA scene, especially at the pro level anyway, finally is starting to pick up a little bit, man?
I love it because I've been here almost since the beginning, when we were just all amateurs fighting at Operation Octagon, and I saw my first Operation Octagon with Neil. I watched him fight, and I said, yeah, this is what I want to do. I didn't even know we had this in the area. Where do I sign up? And ever since, we've just been getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And now that we're here at the pro level, we're going to be a force to be reckoned with. Northern Virginia, Richmond, Southern Virginia, all of us, we're coming up from the bottom, and people are going to know who we are.
Right on, man. Well, it's you've got 2 fights lined up. I guess you're coming off a loss on your last fight, a bit of combat. How did you feel that fight went, and what kind of contributed to the stoppage, man?
Well, I got to study for pop quizzes. I dominated the whole fight. The first round, I took him down. I couldn't throw elbows. There's no elbows in ring combat. That's a big part of my game. So when I got down there, I was like, okay, how can I punch him without like giving up space? But he kept moving, kept controlling him on the ground, took him down twice, and then the last 10 seconds managed to sweep me over, land a few punches, and then the doc decided to come in and ask me a few questions, said follow my finger, and I started looking at my coaches. I guess it was a good stoppage, but I've seen worse, and doctors come in and not stop their fight or say, hey, where are you, what are you doing, or follow my finger. But, you know, you can't win them all. It's a learning experience.
Well, you know, you've got, you know, 2 fights lined up, you know, pretty close period of time. You know, after that, man, you know, assuming things go your way, you know, what do you kind of think about your career trajectory and, you know, where stuff is going for you, man?
To keep going till my body gives out. I'll keep fighting Randy Couture style. I'll be 45 in the cage, still grinding it out. As long as my body allows it. I mean, if I make it to the big time, then I'm on the big time. If I'm still on the local shows, I'm still on the local shows. Keep fighting wherever I'm needed, keep fighting whenever I want. After these 2 fights, I mean, I plan on getting my name out there because the plan is to win. The plan is keep going and grind it out, let everybody know that I'm here and I'm not going anywhere.
Right on, man. Well, it's great talking to you, man. You know,
always.
Thank you for the interview, but I look forward to seeing you mix it up in these next couple months, man.
Absolutely. Thank
All
you,
right,
sir.
thanks a lot.
Appreciate it.